Raw Talks, episode 7. And today it's simply going to be titled, You're All In Anyway. I was listening to a podcast with Chris Williamson and Jordan Peterson this morning, and it was really interesting because Jordan Peterson has this quote where he says, "You are morally obligated to do remarkable things." And Chris Williamson questioned him on this quote, and he simply explained it as, you are morally obligated to do remarkable things because if you do not, life is going to embitter you, you are going to become resentful, and you are just going to go through life lost. Now, I completely and 100% agree, and the one thing he said that stuck with me this morning was, well, you're all in anyway in life. None of us are going to get out alive. You're not me, not you, not anyone in this world is going to get out of this game of life alive. We're all in all of the time. So it's kind of funny when I think about it now, when people tell me, oh, this social media stuff is risky, funding a business is risky. What if it doesn't work? It's risky to invest. It's risky to quit my job. It very well may be. But you know what's riskier? You're in this game of life, and where none of us are going to get out alive. All of us are going to die at the end of our lives. And to be honest with you, for me now, I've come to the point to realize, well, if I'm all in anyway, why would I not take the risk? Why would I not fail 1,000 times? Because all you need is one win. One win is all you need to catapult your life into a new direction, to change your life forever. It's funny now that I analyze it, people telling me, play it safe, get a stable job, don't risk it. Don't post yourself online. People are going to make fun of you. People are going to laugh at you. Don't go all in on a business. You're all in anyway. 100% of the time, every single person walking around is all in on life. No one is going to get out of this game alive. So why not use that as fuel, as passion, to go after what we want in life? You don't need any special talent. You don't need any special circumstances. You don't need anything that you don't already have within you to succeed. The people you look up to are not special. They just chose and realized that they're all in life anyway, so they might as well go after what they want. Because I think the consequence of not going after what you want is bigger than the consequence of going after what you want. Because if you don't go after what you want and you play it safe your whole life, you will likely have a very good life, a nice, comfortable life. But you will always get to the end of your life and think, I should have done that thing. And whatever that thing may have been for you, maybe you should have took the chance to go and pursue your athletic career. Maybe you should have quit your job and started that business. Maybe you didn't have the courage to post yourself on social media. When I went to England to pursue professional football, it didn't exactly work out in my favor. I went over there, I scored in my first game, and in my second game I got injured. I came back here and tried to rehab it, and then I tore my ACL. But I realized through that everything in life happens for a reason. Because if that never happened and I succeeded in England, I would have never figured I would start Invictus Milan. So you see, everything has a way of working out for the best in the end. And how much would I regret if I got to the end of my life and I never decided to embark on the Invictus Milan journey? And this is why you see a lot of people in their older ages, I believe, at least now listening to that podcast from Jordan Peterson, this is why you see so many people of older age bitter, resentful, miserable. They hate that they didn't go after what they want in life. They're bitter that they didn't take the chance on themselves. They're bitter that they didn't bet on themselves. I think the greatest thing you can do in life is bet on yourself. You don't need your mum, you don't need your dad, you don't need any support. And don't get me wrong, if you have support behind you, great. Use it to your advantage because support will help you a lot. But if you don't, which is likely most of you watching this video, if you want to start a business, if you want to start a social media, if you want to quit your job, if you want to go after a new job, whatever it is that you want to do, likely, more likely than not, no one around you is going to understand why you would quit such a stable thing and go after something. Why would you quit a stable thing to go after something that's not 100% sure? Now I can talk about this now because now it's been probably half a year since I've stopped, but I was in the police force. I was a police officer for about a year. Now, I met some great people. I worked with some great freaking people, and I'm so grateful for where I was put to work, because I'm not going to go into details, but I'm going to give you the broad overview of how much I can. I worked with some great people. I saw some things. I experienced things that made me think differently about various different things, and it was a great experience for me. It really was. I worked in the police force for about 9 months, but it wasn't me. I felt like I was coming to work and I constantly had to put on a mask and not be myself, because the real me is sometimes viewed as crazy and intense, and I wanted to sort of fly under the radar in this environment. But after about 9-10 months in the job, I decided I needed to leave. I needed to resign, not because I didn't like anyone, far from it. Everyone where I worked was amazing, and I couldn't have asked for a better team around me. But to be honest with you, I wanted to leave because the lifestyle was not conducive to the way I wanted to live. And I wanted to pursue Invictus Milan. Now, so many people around me, including my parents, especially my dad, did not understand why I would want to leave a stable career to pursue something that is not 100% certainty in their mind. But with the way I look at it is, in life, I'm gonna die. And do I want to look back on my life and think I didn't go after what I wanted? I didn't take the risk, I didn't take the chance, and now it's too late. Because these are the questions you have to ask yourself. And you're all in anyway. You're going to die at the end of your life. That's 100% a fact. That's not going to change. And you can use that as fuel. You can use that as a reason that you pursue what you want. And that's what I would encourage every single one of you to do watching this video. Do what you want. Do what you love. Build something for yourself that's going to make you wake up in the morning with a vigor. Because most people are waking up in the morning hating every single second of their life. And that's no way to live. That's no way to live. That's just a way of surviving. Most people are living for the weekend, are living for Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but personally, that's not the way I want to live. You're all in anyway. So make the most of it. Raw Talks episode 7. I hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next one.